This episode of the Devinwade Show is brought to you by Swig, liquor delivery services for the New Jersey and PA area. For delivery, call 856-238-1178. Follow Swig on Instagram at SwigLounge.
New Jersey.
Got out my feels in the hop in the field, bitch, I'm ready to go. Hop out the 100 and hop in the rape, bitch, I'm about to go ghost. Fuck what these niggas be saying, they just be speaking in quotes. I don't got time for the talking, no, because I gotta go. Got out my feels in the hop in the field, bitch, I'm ready to go. Hop out the 100 and hop in the rape, bitch, I'm about to go ghost. Fuck what these niggas be saying, they just be speaking in quotes. I don't got time for the talking, no, bitch, cause I gotta go. What these niggas is saying, we don't give a fuck. How about the hoodie to get in the belly truck? We just really tryna live it up. We just really tryna run it up. Get that money in and fuck it up. Get it back, then we double up. All 9 times, 10 times, I'm getting up. Yeah. Niggas is thinking they fucking with me. Not even close. Motherfuckers out here looking like gas. They could get smooth. I'm making waves, I ain't riding no waves. I'm flipping the boat. Get the fuck out my face, get the fuck out my way. I gotta go. Walk it how I talk it, yeah. Rolling marijuana, yeah. We do what we wanna, yeah. Turn up to the sun, yeah. Stay down till I come up, yeah. Turn up to the sun, yeah. Got out my feels and I hopped in the field, bitch, I'm ready to go. Hop out the 100 and hop in the rape, bitch, I'm about to go ghost. Fuck what these niggas be saying, they just be speaking in quotes. I don't got time for the talking, no, because I gotta go. Got out my feels and I hopped in the field, bitch, I'm ready to go.
Ready to go.
Hop out the 100 and hop in the rape, bitch, I'm about to go ghost. Fuck what these niggas be saying, they just be speaking in quotes. I don't got time for the talking, no, because I gotta go.
Hey, I see that ass. What's up, though? Welcome to another episode of the Devinwade Show. I am your DJ, Chelsea Lee. I'm going to send you over to DevNasty in his swim shirt. Yeah!
What up? I am DevNasty. This is another episode of the Devinwade Show. This is not a motherfucking swim shirt at all, just because it has this, this hellfish, BJJ on there. It's actually where people choke people's moms out and choke people's pops out. That's why I'm wearing this. Shout out to Tim
Carpenter.
Carpenter.
He look like he about to Michael Phelps.
I'm about to die.
He definitely answered the door and threw me off. It was like a tennis mixture. I couldn't it was like a bunch of shit going on. I said, Dad, ready.
It could have been a surfing or something.
Yeah,
with that.
This ain't surfing, man. Just surfing in blood. You know what I'm saying? Combat
shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Don't give
Shout
a
out
fuck.
to everybody at Hellfish and NJMA. But what's up, y'all?
Damn, I don't know how to take you right now after you just said you know what I'm saying? Like you in combat. I'm kind of nervous. Like
No.
He only choked moms and pops out, so we good.
I mean,
we friends. Yeah.
oh yeah, you know what? Wow, you know what?
He never said choke your friend out.
Yeah, but we definitely choke our friends out all the time. Today, we on our chill vibe and stuff like that. You see us in our mostly athletic wear, except for Chelsea Lee out here. You know what I'm saying?
She got
This is
sexy.
Okay. all right. You know
In case you didn't know.
She added a little animal instinct to her athleticism.
Yeah, definitely. But let's just start off with our traditional intros. All the way to my left, we have the man known as Puerto Rico's own, Camden's own, Thurman Street's own, the Thurman Street pumper himself, Porter Rich.
Shout out to the beautiful people out there, man. What's happening with the fellas, the ladies? We in the building. We on some good vibes, some good energy, man.
Good vibes, man.
Yeah.
And
Bless up.
And to the right of him, we have our fashionista on her dress down right now. Breast revealed.
Very exposed.
Yeah, very exposed. Out here representing today, and this is our fashionista, also known as Wally Water Kingdom Waleska D.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm feeling really good today.
You worked out today? Or you pretending?
I'm pretending, actually.
Okay.
You know, shout out to the people that do pretend. It's okay. I get it. This is very comfortable. So I get it. You know,
Because I know a lot of chicks be in the gym, makeup fully done.
Facts.
In the mirror the whole fucking time. I watch, like, y'all ain't worked out at all. They just go take pictures with some weights in their hand and shit like that, and the whole rest of the time.
They don't even sweat.
That's how you see some people in there forever, and then you be like, nothing changed.
Yo.
Some of them look at it like, man, it's a start. I would have got my outfits. They like, I got my outfits, I got my sneakers, I got in there. I didn't really do crazy, but it's a start. But get the sweating.
They got in the door.
If you need it anyway.
Right. And always in conjunction with Wally Water Kingdom, we have Horny Park in the building. Chelsea Lee, a.k.a. Mona Scott Young, a.k.a. Mona Love, a.k.a. Moaning in the middle.
Right.
That's a new one.
Can we get a moan on the count of 3? And I will promise to count to 3.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Poppy.
Oh. She might have been talking to you.
My dog El's right here. At first I thought like, okay, that's me, but then I see El's. I'm like, oh, hold on. I'm not
It's too poppies in here, y'all.
We are in here on repping time. My guy. Bodega Vega in the building.
Both of them came alive when they said
They sure did. They was like,
See, when y'all got these headphones on, it do sound like it's coming from the heavens. So you notice Puerto Rich was like...
And her moan's been crazy since the record. I was going to recommend... the record. What was the intro record for the day?
The Field by John.
The Field.
JBG 856.
I was going to recommend that Chelsea go ahead and just get in this booth with the moans on that remix like you did. It was kind of... All right.
Yeah, that's what people requested now.
It's kind of
all
right.
Yeah, I got some DMs. I'll host some mixtapes.
Yeah, ever since Showing Love.
This
and
moan
we want to
ain't
have her on that, Jonah. Shout out to Showing Love, man.
Nice.
Shout out
but
to Showing Love.
today, we got a guest of the family, you know what I'm saying, in the building. This man does a million things, man. So many things. I gotta write all this shit down, goddamn. This man is a goddamn acrobat. I'm a fucking photographer. I'm a fucking clothing designer. I'm a fucking acro-yoga instructor. This nigga, he really think he motherfucking Garnett Briscoe. And shout out to our brother Garnett Briscoe, who's not in here with us today. He always off on a million job mission, and we got the temp service popping.
Right.
And we got
this.
Yeah.
Got a yoga master.
a super yoga master. Rob Lee is with us today. You know what I'm saying? And this is a friend of Chelsea Lee. Chelsea Lee just knows so many people, man.
She does.
I never want to discredit our nasty women. Or you've seen her a million times. Step up next to Rob, and you already know this woman here. This brick house stallion, Monica.
Heavy stallion.
In the building.
Miss Mulatto.
But we also have a newbie in the building. Step up, step up, step up. Cajun Katie is in the building. And it's not just because she's hot. It's because she's a Caucasoid. Caucasian from you know what I'm saying? She's in the building, man. But today we're gonna be just talking about a whole lot of things, man. Just things that we enjoy. We really on some regular kick it vibes. And this man here, I don't know if are you trying to break a world record, Rob, or is there where you are doing something called lifting? Is this just called lifts?
Well, the actual name of the project is #RideTheRob, where
that's
first off, that's heavy.
You got the wrong group of people.
Listen, hold on, wait. We gotta pause that. He said it's called Ride the Rob.
Ride the Rob, like your name, Rob.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ride the Rob, which sounds like a crazy West Coast Productions.
But it's crazy. But that's why I needed you to repeat it, because I thought you said Ride the Rod.
No.
Which would have been even worse.
wild.
But hold on, this dude's a yoga instructor, right? And I've come across some of these yoga porns, and things like that, where maybe we could do. I'm just saying he could, if this business passes, he might be able to get into that line and take it to there. You know what I mean? Go from Ride the Rob to Ride the Rob. You know what I'm saying? But this man lifts up people in these crazy, strange ways. Can you kind of explain to us what you do and how you got into doing that?
Yeah, so what I do is something called ACROYOGA or Acro, and it's a combination of acrobatics, yoga, and therapeutics. So what I do is I kind of am traveling around the world trying to lift up 10,000 people in this project and kind of putting them in random acrobatic acro poses. It kind of came to me when I was like taking a shower, and I had this like idea that I just want to like share the beauty and fun that's acro yoga. I was a cheerleader for about like 20 years. I did it for Drexel, the Philly Soul, the 76ers. I coached over at Temple. And then so my people tossing abilities, I was able to translate into acro, and then I just was able to pick up the skills pretty quickly. So I just want to kind of share it with the world.
Okay, so you've now lifted how many people?
6,500, I think 9 or so.
He finished.
yeah.
He did it today. We all got lifted.
We all got lifted.
We made the list.
We on the list.
We rolled the ride.
They rolled the
We were
Rob.
lifted by Rob. It was different. We were lifted
We
by
were
Rob.
lifted by Rob. They rolled they rolled the Rob. I want to be clear
Let's
about
clarify that.
And I was actually shook. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, this motherfucker might drop me, bust my motherfucking head open. No show. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of nervous about that. But I mean, that's a real interesting thing, man, for you to be on that journey, man. But today we're going to just be talking about a bunch of shit. Any questions that anybody got for Rob, I mean, obviously throw them in at any time. But we just want to talk about the things that are therapeutic to us. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of shit that's going on in the world right now, man. People got all kind of issues, problems that they're not speaking on, being vocal. And we want to know, even with the people in the audience, I mean, and that's watching, that's in the chat, that's in the comments, letting us know, what do you do that's therapeutic in your life? You know what I'm saying? To get you over some of these things. And I wanted to get, first we could talk about some of the stresses that we all have and what you do. We could start with Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do in your life, hobbies, whatever, to get past that?
So, I mean, I deal with the normal stresses of everybody. I have anxiety here and there. Working or not having a job because of COVID and all that blase, like just normal stuff. We just like y'all. I mean, I'm no better than anybody. Yes, I do travel and have fun, but I still got normal family issues, all that stuff. And some of the things that I found that once I do it, it kind of takes me out of the zone of being sad or depressed or in like a low moment is I love cooking. If I have $100 gift card to Wegmans, that's like a kid in a candy store for me. I will go on Instagram and look up all these, and I will go home and make a fucking meal for me, my mom.
You worse than me, Chelsea.
I love cooking. That's
and she could cook good as hell, by the
she
way.
can.
I swear to God, if y'all niggas love her now watching this show, if you eat the food, it's a
bam, yeah. Cooking for me, doing yoga, stretching, and pretty much going to the gym and doing my DJ and my music is like really, really important for me. I found that when I do those type of things, my mind kind of like zones out, because cooking is something that it's not just like you just cook and it's done. It's like you're putting your passion into constructing something, and it doesn't come down to just like the end product. It comes down to like cutting it and doing all that. Like, I'm going to say it right now, just like rolling a blunt or rolling up like a white boy.
I hear that.
Chelsea was going to go there. She's always representing for Chelsea. Was it?
What? Cheech and Chong?
Cheech and Chels.
I like white boys, white papers. But like that whole process is therapeutic. Cooking from the beginning to seeing your end product is therapeutic. Going to the gym, and I just started like lifting weights and stuff now. Like, that's really good for me. And the yoga and the stretching and the meditation that comes with yoga is actually really great, because I don't know if you guys have ever tried to close your eyes for 5 minutes and not think about anything. It is the hardest thing in the world to do.
It.
And that's why they say so many people get depressed, because we have like a second person in our head that is that person that will be the negative person. Say, oh, yeah, I know I can do this, but the person in the back is like, you might not be that good as the person that does it, but you have to like clear that person out and try to be the best person you could be. So those are the things that I like to do that I feel like can fill up that sad void for me at the end of the day. You know,
I drink sometimes. Can I definitely get a?
drinking makes you more sad, and people don't know.
I'm
You
only
know
fucking
what? I
around.
didn't even see the apple juice, Monica. Go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah. I only drink here.
Lightly.
Actually.
But
Thank
I
you.
just want to say for me, Chelsea, that was good stuff. For me, I think we do a lot of like the same stuff, like as far as like with our jobs. We all pretty much, I mean, of course we got different lives and we have different like things going on in our lives, but we all live normal lives and we all also have like our extra stuff that we add to our lives, you know, us that do like entertainment and things of this nature. And I think a lot of times, you know, me and Wally speak on this a lot of times that, you know, just a lot of things can be like overwhelming, you know, just when you're really just trying to be successful, push forward to like, you know, do extra things and build extra avenues of income. And, you know, just also even just with your hobbies and just trying to, you know, whatever it is that you like to do in life, I think we do sometimes just can get congested and sometimes we can be overwhelmed with everything where we looking for like an outlet in some type of way, some type of therapeutic thing that we can do, whether it's meditation, whether it's reaching out to a therapist to actually just sit and have conversation, whether it's yoga. You know, I think that we all pretty much, you know, I know us here, we do a lot of the extras. Normal life alone, I think, can do it to the average person. So this is just for the average because this is not just for anybody that's like chasing extra stuff on top of their life.
Have
whatever.
you ever done therapy, by the way? Like actually sat down with a therapist before?
We actually looking into it now. It's crazy that you mentioned that. We actually looking into it now. Me and Garnett was just talking about it, you know, because I think he's experienced it and he's giving me some pointers and some feedback on it. And yeah, we looking to do it. Me and my son looking to do it. You know, we looking to go looking at that and just find ways to, you know, because release, and not only release, but just resolve. You know, a lot of times we have issues going on and things within ourselves and things, our own little battles that we have with ourselves, with maybe bad habits, bad decisions, things that we know are unhealthy for us, you know, but we're human. So it's like what I tell Wally all the time, like we gotta also, you know, just be fair to yourself. And also at the end of the day, you gotta remain a friend to yourself. You gotta be your best friend and remain loving yourself so that you can find these outlets, because I think that's the key to finding the resolution for these certain moments, these certain feelings that we might encounter, you know, these dark modes that we might go into when we so overwhelmed with so much stuff that we doing. Life is dishing us crazy cards because it dishes us all crazy cards. And this is for just any human out there right now, wherever he at, all across the world. Like life deals crazy cards, you know, but at the end of the day, I think we just gotta continue to love ourselves, remain our own best friends, and we'll find these outlets like yoga and different stuff. And I'm sure Rob,
what's some things that you personally do? Like maybe just, I mean, it could be anything.
I work out. You know, I like to work out. I definitely work out.
Did you come to my gym with me?
Absolutely, I'll come. Absolutely, I'm walking.
Y'all
Now,
heard
so
it.
now she holding you to it.
Now he said it on camera.
He fucked up. You better be there.
I'm letting y'all know I'm coming through the door heavy. If you go to Chelsea Gym, it's love, it's respect. Just let me shine. I'm coming through. Rob, is this normal for like my shoulder? I have like it's a little.
Yo, he did a
I
shoulder.
didn't stretch before you lifted me earlier, and it's just a little nudge there, like a little feeling. Is that normal? Is this?
I mean, you probably know your body more than anybody else.
Yeah, he said basically your arm's fucked up. It don't got shit to do with him.
No. I mean, I just didn't stretch. It's probably normally when I don't stretch and I just hop right into something that's like, you know, involving like muscles and stuff like that.
It can kind of hurt sometimes. I feel like stretching for me is very therapeutic. I've learned that probably these past couple days.
Doing what?
No, nothing like that. Just like
we talking to the king.
At my house, she was stretching on my yoga trapeze.
No,
She was
not like that.
On your what?
I have a yoga trapeze in my house.
What's that?
It's like
It's like just imagine you seen Cirque du Soleil.
Hold on, you talking about the thing hanging?
Yeah, hang.
Yeah, we saw in your crib.
Yeah.
That joint look like freak.
It looks like a sex swing, but it's not.
That's what it look like.
I wasn't
never
doing
used it
nothing
for
like
that.
that. I wasn't doing nothing like
No,
that.
she was stretching.
I was legit just stretching because what happens is when we suppress so much emotion inside of your body, anxiety or whatever, what happens is like I can't speak for everybody, but I know for me, like my neck, all this gets very tense, right? And my chest starts to hurt, and then like I'm like constantly like this, and I'm like moving around, and like I don't stretch.
That's
like,
how you
I
get
don't
sick,
right.
physically sick.
And I don't stretch enough. So like one of my friends was like, you know, recommending me like different stretches. So they'll come over and like they'll like just stretch me out, and I'll just like it'll release so much just like
Pressure.
tension and pressure and all that, because not only like you're dealing with all that, stretching is just like a little piece of like what I do. You know, I'm trying to figure things out as I go. You know, I'm new to like I want to say that type of world in regards to like meditation and like all that stuff. And meditation is definitely like a hard practice to do for me.
Have you been able to like clear your mind or whatever?
I had to be in that space. So my best friend, Stas, she has a studio in Fishtown called Vitality, and it's a meditation/yoga studio. And I've noticed when I'm in a space where it's quiet, I prefer like a sound bath, which is kind of like another way of like form of meditation, which is like they ring these bowls and it's like these different
so
sounds. So like when I lay down and I do a sound bath, it's so much more easier for me to kind of like tone out and just not like, you know, really meditate, because the noises kind of help me. I need to hear some type of sound. I can't like lay down and just like, and be in my thoughts. Like I can't, because my mind, naturally our mind is still running. Like you're like, okay, what I got to do tomorrow? So with the sound baths, that noise kind of helps me kind of like push that aside and really like dive into meditation. But I haven't did that in a minute, but sound baths, even at my job, they offered that, you know, and we would do those. It's like the best thing. But since COVID, we can't do none of that. We can't get in these spaces anymore. We can't. So like I can understand why so many people are going through so many things, and we kind of got to like figure it out on your own. So just like
that's a major point you just mentioned.
Yeah, and even like, you know, people, we need to speak to one another. We need to just like, you know, try to, you know, be that ear for somebody, or just like if you know somebody's like going through them, be there for them, and just trying to like, you know, talk to them. Maybe they just want to, you know, just vent in that moment. You know, we just got to support each other in these times, because so many people are just like suffering from different things.
I think that's a major point that you pointed out, that during one of the roughest years in history, we're not able to go to the gyms. We're not able to get in these spaces where people like Yoga Rob, you know, can, you know, grab a group of people and teach them about what he does to release some of these stresses, some of this depression, some of these, you know, feelings that are obviously toxic for us, you know, as humans, that we get and we create sometimes, and they just come naturally through this, you know, this thing called life, because everything is not just on the upside and perfect and peaches and cream with life.
Yeah.
Yoga Rob, question. I know you said that some of this stuff is therapeutic. What are some of the therapeutic processes for the people that can't do stuff in a studio or stuff like that? What can you recommend to help?
Well, for acro yoga, it's more like partner based.
Okay.
So there's a couple of moves where you can kind of flying therapeutics. It's basically the person who's flying is getting stretched, pulled, and massaged while they're doing nothing, just float in the air. And the base does everything. It's quite heavenly. It's real nice. If you guys want, I can show you some of that a little bit later on. But there's also something called like Thai massage, where you can. It doesn't matter what size person, because a smaller person could work on a larger person and vice versa. And then they basically use these different techniques of like massaging using like their body weight and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a person that never liked like I've gotten massages. I'm like probably the only person that do not fuck with.
That's terrible.
Massages
are
all.
so good for you. I thought that when I started getting massages that I stopped getting sick.
Yeah.
And that is a real thing. Like if you massage, if you get massage, I'm like feeling it. Yeah. Okay.
Just like the movies I told you all about, because there's definitely massage joints.
If you go and get a massage once
else.
a month, you will like, the chance of you being sick will lessen. Just like Wally said, you hold all this tension.
Yep.
It's like in your neck and your back.
It releases it. It's like
and you won't be sick.
No. And what's
circulation too.
Yes, blood circulation,
I
everything.
and you
I
need
love a
that.
good
You
massage.
definitely need blood circulation. Also, another option is acupuncture. I've done it. I actually did it recently, and cupping. Honestly, it helped me with my back so much. Granted, it looked like I had hickeys all on my back, but the after, you know, effects of it is just awesome. I felt so much better. Even when Rob kind of like put me in the air, and it just felt good to kind of just like
Lay
back and just let it go. It's just like your body's just like in this state where it's just like relax. Because, you know, when we're doing stuff, we all like, all stiff and shit. Like, no, we need to relax sometimes. Just let that shit go.
I don't know. I think my whole, like, my nerves, I don't know what it is. I think I have...
You need to relax.
Yeah, I think,
to enjoy it.
No, I think, like, I literally don't feel, like certain stuff the way that people do. Like, I don't feel like I never feel like tense to where I need a massage. My taste buds are trash. That's why I eat plain fucking
donuts.
plain donuts.
Shout out to Connie because
Plain
I asked
Pop-Tarts,
her.
plain
I'm like,
everything.
She said
I'm
it was all right.
Yeah, I'm saying, because my girl, like, I tried to do that shit, like the facials, and they play this fucking,
Music.
the
It's
music and all that.
awesome.
And I'm sitting there like, nigga.
Nigga be in the pizza store like, give me a slice of dough.
Ew.
Fuck. No sauce, nothing.
I wanted
Just
to ask
dough, nigga. Put it in the
Rob,
oven.
since he was nice enough to bring, all this attire
Yes,
here
and
for
it's
us.
apparel. It's
What-
awesome.
Nice.
What made you start this line? And it's not only for yoga. Tell them exact, because, this ain't really yoga attire.
Chelsea,
So-
you got to show your outfit too and explain what those leggings are, for
yeah.
So-
Katie got the shiny ones. Me too.
Nice.
Yeah, you were talking about stresses. Well, when I was working before almost like 20 years, I was in the point of sale like tech industry. So I did restaurant hours from like around like 8 or 9 a.m. until like 3 a.m. every day. So for almost like 20 years, that's what I was doing like, installations, customer support, like all that. But then when I discovered Acro, I just had so much fun. Like this is like a stress reliever. It was very enjoyable connecting with people, mental, physical health. Like, everything was just like, it just felt great. And then at one point, my heart wasn't into what I was doing before. And I realized I had this passion for continuing to do acro. And then at the same time, like to be a full-time acro teacher, it was really, really tough. So when I first started out, I had no idea what to wear as a base. So the idea, was in my mind, and I was thinking maybe I can figure something out. And then I asked around, no one like had apparel for acrobats, well, not like professional acrobats, but like more like kind of intermediate, kind of like in between. And then, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just make it. Maybe I should just start. Like, even though I have no background in clothing, I was like, but I can listen to women, I can listen to men, I can come up with ideas and things that I can.
And the poses and where everything's
So,
got to go.
And then my idea was to create apparel for specific disciplines and movements, right? That would kind of address different issues. An example is like, this is one of the shirts I have for acro. Now, when we lift people above our heads, the shirt rises up and it'll like show off our belly button, It's not great for pictures. So I did like 5 inches longer in the shirt. So when you lift people above your head, it's not exposed.
Got you.
I have hoodies where I added magnets. So when you're doing inversions and you're upside down, the hoodie doesn't go over your head. Oh, wow. So like ideas like that. I'm gonna see if I can get a patent for that.
Dope.
Yeah. So what happened was,
that's one of them?
yeah.
Oh, wow, that's dope.
Yeah, so you can like attach the magnet so it doesn't go over your head when you're doing like if you're doing
that's why it's stuck.
yeah.
Okay, nah, that's hard.
So when you're doing like handstands, where you're doing any type of inversions,
It stays in place.
if you're jogging, boxing, pole dancing, like stuff like that.
That's for the joint you lifted me up on, the plank, the straight joint.
yeah, we did the candlestick. So when you're upside down, so if you had the hoodie, then it wouldn't go over. Yeah.
Got you.
And what I did was, so I spent about a year researching, trying to understand like apparel and coming up with like different ideas. And what I did was I went to focus a clothing line to address different issues in the different disciplines. So the first year I focused on acroyoga/yoga/acrobatics. Last year I focused on pole dancing. This year I'm going to work on maybe like horse riding and like social dancing, like salsa bachata. So creating these clothing that you can work out in, and move around, and whatever issues that people have that I can kind of address. So I tell people, like, if you have like a direct channel with like a clothing like manufacturer designer, if you have any ideas or you have things that you wish you would have to address whatever issues, I can kind of create. So with these, so like Chelsea is wearing these, I call them the Goddess Grip collection, right?
Goddess grip.
Yeah. So they have silicone on them, so they're sticky, so they can stick onto the pole while you're pole dancing without like using your skin.
Sliding down.
Yep. And then, but also for acrobats, it's great grip, so you don't need the chalk. So
Shit.
So these are the Blair leggings,
Dang.
which are the lace on the nude kind of color. And then
Katie's got him on too.
Yep, and then Katie's wearing the peacock ombre one, and it has like the logo in the middle.
Those
of
are very
peacock
dope.
feathers.
Bro, that's hot.
So
I ain't gonna hold you. That's high. That's high, and it's crazy because I already know what Dev was thinking. It could easily like flip and go over to the other world. The goddess grippers. But I definitely like just on a serious note. I think that's dope. First of all, they look crazy. They look amazing.
And it's innovative.
They look amazing
Thanks.
on the ladies, and then like that you made it like of a material that will actually help them with what they do on like the pole with pole dancing and practicing and all that. I think that's like witty shit.
Yeah,
Because-
he made it with a strategy towards
Yep.
where he was going and
Yeah.
with a goal. You know what I mean? People need useful things. And I know like Wally develops her own stuff too
Yeah.
and goes through the trials. I know for Wally, that's some of the stresses that you have.
All the
is
time.
all the stuff you got to go through with
Tryna-
getting samples.
Finding the right fabric,
Oh
you
my
know,
gosh,
and then
there's-
going
yeah.
into production. And I mean, not even in like a sample. You know how many samples you got to go through to get the final one?
Yeah.
It's like a process.
You
And-
spending all of this bread and then you like, this ain't what I want. This ain't it.
And you
know what
got to
I'm saying?
go back to square one. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
stressful, man. Like
lot of
even
work.
for me, like for some reason I'm not a massage guy. I don't like I don't like relaxing stuff at all. I hate laying on the
Because
beach.
you're always so tense, you don't know how to relax.
No, it's that I relax by doing other stuff. Like I do jujitsu.
Drawing.
Nah, I
that
need to do
meditation?
physical chaos. I like to go in there and
Endorphins.
fight. You know what I'm saying? I like to fight because so like shout out to Marco Perazzo, my sensei. He basically, you know, he has some things in his life, you know what I'm saying, you know, issues with, you know, in his household as far as like his children, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, being special needs, and he does, you know, he got a lot of stress on him. And, you know, so when people have those things, they have to constantly think about their family. They're always worried about that. And one of the things that he told me was when he's on the mat and somebody's trying to physically harm you, they're trying to break your arm, choke you, punch on you, whatever it is, that's the only time that he can't think about
something
that.
else.
Because the only thing you could think about at that time
Not
is
dying.
right. It's like you're in a physical competition with somebody.
Defense.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You in a boxing match, you thinking about me getting my punches off, not getting hit. You're not thinking about whatever's going on in the crib. And
What about when you draw though? Do you ever get deep enough into your artwork where like you relaxed in that?
nah, not really.
It's not therapeutic?
Nah, not really. When I was a kid, it was. But once you become an adult, it becomes your job. So it is what you wanted. It's like as a kid, you just sat around in your underwear drawing what you wanted all day. When you become a professional, you're drawing for assignments. This comic book has to be done by this time.
Yeah.
This has to be done by, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you have like, I'm blessed, I'm lucky to have as many talents as I have. But when you have all of those, everybody needs you. So everybody's calling you saying, bro, I need that invention design tomorrow. Can you please do it? Like their life is on the line. Bro, that logo, bro, my photo shoot. And when you don't have a set schedule, like a 9 to 5, at the end of the day, there's a pot. I can make myself available. So that's how you end up working
Right.
random weird hours. You working 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, and you're doing all that type of stuff. So
Right.
for me, it actually became more relaxing for me to do like combat. Like I'm not in there belt chasing or nothing. I don't strike test, which is like how you level up. I go there and just want to learn. That's all I, you know, and grapple. That's
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? And fight and spar.
Real quick, me and Katie used to dance together in the casinos, and I know when at Borgata, like and stuff, going in there and like getting dressed up and then being on the stage and dancing, that was a time for me also, like 6, 7, 8 years ago, where like you don't think of nothing but just like dancing and putting it all out there. And now I'm sure she can relate, but the meditation, which I wanted to share with everybody, is super important. It's just like when you go to the gym and you train your muscle to get bigger, you have to train your mind to be able to overcome certain things. And like what Porter was saying, we do take on things, but we don't let go of things. There's so much stuff that's happened since you were born. It's all here. It's all over your body. And we don't know how to let it go. So we hold so much of it and we never really like to let things go. And I've read books on this and done studying that like humans just naturally hold on to things, judgment, you know, grudges, all that shit. So we just all have to be a little bit better, like with loving yourself, forgiving yourself, and putting more effort into, you know, letting things go that is acceptable to let go, and just like trying to maintain your health, because at the end of the day, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want this for everybody that's out there, man, to you know, a lot of us, you know, in this room, you know, we're in 2021 now. 2020 was super vicious as far as like friends, family members dying, you know, and then the regular like chaos of the world, whether it's the loneliness of being in quarantine, and like there's just so much shit
on top of work, trying to work and produce and still entertain each other.
Got to do all of that. Even you know, for especially for my cast members, being on a platform now where people can hear you talk and, you know, have whatever opinions they have of you without knowing you and everything like that. It could be a you know, a stressful thing. I just want to make sure that everybody out there is taking out the time for self-care, to do the things that you love, to be around the people that you love. Because it's not all about money and things like that. Because at the end of the day, we see and hear about things in the news all day. You could be a billionaire, and if your health ain't right, if you ain't mentally right, you know, not being right up here can cause issues in your body. So I just want to, before we get out of here, just, you know, today's a different kind of episode. It's a little different mood, but I just want to make sure that everybody out there, please take care of yourself.
Yeah. And be kind or be quiet.
Yeah. Be kind to people. Take care of yourself.
Be kind to people you don't know.
Yeah, word up, man. And you know, be kind when people not looking, because that's the real definition of like who you are. Is like, who are you when people not looking?
Deep.
But you know, we about to get out of here and have Chelsea spin that music. But first for myself, you know what I'm saying, for Porter Rich.
Peace,
for
world.
Alaska D.
Peace,
of
beautiful
course, for
people.
my peoples off camera, you know, Els. Shout out to Garnett Briscoe for our nasty girls, and for Rob Lee, the yoga master.
Thank you, Rob, for
Yoga
coming.
master. Y'all, you know, send him a message. Tell him you want to ride to Rob. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Rob, if this joint still like this next week, you gonna get a letter from my lawyer.
Chelsea Lee, take us up out of here,
You know
yo.
what I do? Got a freaky bitch that lick the dirt on my shoes. Go to the bitches who I hate the juice. Niggas been hating cause I am the truth. Come up for game, let the dog loose. They looking for him and him too. She want me to slaughter her, she got the wine and she dropping her down. But I see you, baby. Fell in love since the first time that she met me. Had it go, baby, please just forget me. I'm worried about money, they worried about me. Why the fuck niggas be trying to compete? Running his back and be fit when I'm sleep. Hate broke bitches can't do nothing for me.
Got on my feet and I hop in the whip, bitch, I'm ready to go. Hop out the Hyundai, then hop in the whip, bitch, I'm about to go ghost. Fuck what these niggas be saying, they just be speaking in quotes. I don't got time for the talking, no, because I gotta go. Got on my feet and I hop in the whip, bitch, I'm ready to go. Hop out the Hyundai, then hop in the whip, bitch, I'm about to go ghost. Fuck what these niggas be saying, they just be speaking in quotes.
Yeah, there you go, and go this way.
He's like pushing your leg.
Why do my hands slip? Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll come teach a twerk out.
Alright.
Hold on, let me breathe.
So
Got it.
grab my ankles.
This way, right?
Yep, and lean back. All the way back. There you go. Good. Stack the right leg. Nice. And then relax the upper body. Put the arms by your side. Yeah. There you go.
Come on, Porter.
Alright, and then grab my ankles and come on down.
That shit.
Wally just got lifted. You missed it.
Honestly, it feels good though, Richie.
No, it's all love. It's all, I ain't tripping.
Alright,
Good.
I've been talking about yoga. It's all love. I ain't tripping. It's actually perfect. They talking crazy in the chat anyway. Let them go ahead.
Oh my god.
They gonna have more
Ready?
fun.
You got it?
Yeah.
Alright, come on down.
All right. Y'all turn.
She's got you. She's got you. Alright, so she's gonna watch your hips in case you go over, but don't watch your back and it'll be fine.
Great.
I got
Put
you.
your hand on my thighs.
My boy transfer. Transformers.
Put your hand on my thighs. Give me your shoulders. Put all your weight to the shoulders. Alright, now put 1 foot at a time onto my knees.
Hold on. Put all my weight to the shoulder.
Yep, and then 1 foot at a time onto my knees. There you go. Straighten the legs once you're up there. Yep, straighten the legs.
You got it, Porter. Yep, there you go.
Alright, now get your feet towards the sky.
You got it, Porter. There you go.
You got it, Porter.
And lift that one leg like I taught you.
Do the V.
Alright, so you can let go, Chelsea. I have him.
Watch
You
it.
got
So
a
ready?
picture?
1, 2, 3. Boom.
All right.
Yes.
When you cut them down, just don't step on my nuts. It'll be good. There you go.
That was good.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Appreciate it. Nah, that was cool.
Now Monica's the last
Thank
one.
you.
You're welcome.
All right. So you're gonna give me a little hop and then sit on your butt. And have your knee. Yep. There you go. Yep. There you go. Now sit on your butt. Take your legs, wrap it on my legs in the front, and hook the other way, and hook it. There you go. Knees out wide. There you go. Smile.
Look this way.
Look at Chelsea.
Put your arms in like a Zen yoga pose or something. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Got it. Cute.
Yep. Cross your ankles. Cross them like this. Yep. So give me a hand. You can do like a side plank. All right. Keep on. Keep on. I got you.
Keep strong.
So keep them squeezed. Keep them squeezed.
This shit crazy.
So squeeze those thighs together, and then put your shoulder back a little bit. Yeah. And lift this up a little bit more.
What?
And then, yep, there you go. And then relax this arm. Yeah, there you go.
So
You supposed to just be able to chill. I guess.
Wait, let
That's
me
the
get
yoga vibe. Like you supposed to be right. You supposed to
Got
be
it.
like relax.
I got it.
Go
to
sleep.
Got it.
Meditate.
All right.
Cool. Now how do I
Then give me a hand. Yeah, sit on your feet. There you go, man.
that shit
Good job.
that shit feel weird as hell.
Damn, like, how